Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. Earlier today, Senior Trooper Mitchell Wire was off duty driving his Indiana State Police commissioned vehicle. Senior Trooper Wire overheard a dispatch regarding a missing 3-year-old child from Washington City Dispatch, where multiple civilians in Washington City Police were already starting the search. Senior Trooper Wire was in the area and began assisting in the search. After searching for about 15 minutes, he found and located the child. The child was safely returned to his mother as well, and Indiana State Police Jasper Post shared this heroic act as one of the advantages of troopers having an off-duty use of their police cars. They share that this isn't the perfect example that police officers may be off-duty, but they are always working to keep Indiana safe. An Owensboro, Kentucky man was arrested Saturday night following a traffic stop on Interstate 64 near Ferdinand. According to Indiana State Police, Trooper Andrew Recker was patrolling the area on June 21st when he observed a vehicle speeding. After initiating a traffic stop, Trooper Giesler made contact with the driver, identified as 29-year-old Colton Lester. Police say Lester displayed visible signs of impairment, and additional indicators of possible criminal activity were noted. During that stop, a search of the vehicle resulted in the discovery of suspected marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Lester was taken to the Jasper Police Department for a chemical test and later transported to the Du Bois County Jail, where he is being held on bond, and he was charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a Class C misdemeanor, and possession of paraphernalia, a Class A misdemeanor, and possession of marijuana, a Class B misdemeanor. On Saturday afternoon, June 21st, Trooper Connor Giesler was working on Interstate 64 near Dale when he observed a vehicle speeding. Trooper Giesler activated his emergency lights and stopped the vehicle upon making contact with the driver, identified as 38-year-old Lakeisha Plain of Fellsmere, Florida, to which Trooper Giesler noted visible signs of impairment. During the interaction, suspected marijuana was also located. Plain was transported to the Jasper Deaconess Hospital for a chemical test. She was then arrested and taken to the Spencer County Jail, where she is being held on bond with charges of possession of marijuana, a Class B misdemeanor, and operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a Class C misdemeanor. Huntingburg City residents gathered this morning at the old Huntingburg City Hall for a Muffins with the Mayor community event, where Mayor Neil Elkins shared updates on a wide range of ongoing projects and city improvements. A major focus of the discussion involved infrastructure. Mayor Elkins explained that while some projects are taking longer, it's to ensure streets aren't torn up multiple times for overlapping repairs, like waterline work. Walnut, Clay, Chestnut, Jackson, and 2nd Streets are all undergoing significant updates. Plans for 4th Street are also being revised after the original final design raised concerns over lost parking. The mayor noted the city is seeking outside funding to help offset local costs, emphasizing not all work has to come from local tax dollars. Elkins also praised Jasper's emergency services for their fast response times and shared how other mayors often look to Du Bois County as an example. Infrastructure concerns remain high on the priority list, with more paving and lead line replacement projects expected to ramp up later this year and into 2026. In other updates, a mural plan for the 4th Street area is moving forward, with painting to take place in July. Local artists Casey Jackson and Art of Casey are involved in the effort. Personnel changes were also addressed. Jace Merkel is set to take over as park superintendent from Dale Payne, who is recognized for his years of service. Merkel is currently undergoing training before the transition is finalized. Public safety concerns were raised as well, particularly regarding the speed of e-bikes and lack of helmet use by children. Although there are no ordinances in place, Chief Brad Kramer expressed a willingness to explore public education efforts, possibly even training classes. Mayor Elkins was pleased with the turnout of this first ever Muffins with the Mayor event. The Du Bois County Highway Department has announced the upcoming closure of Club Road beginning on Monday, June 30th, for the installation of a concrete box culvert. The project site is located approximately 1 mile north of County Road 825 South. This closure is expected to last for about 4 weeks, weather permitting and barring any unforeseen delays. While through traffic will not be permitted, local traffic will be allowed access up to the point of construction. Motorists are encouraged to plan alternate routes and use caution in the area. The Being for Others Health and Wellness Foundation has awarded more than $172,000 in grants to 11 organizations across Southwest Indiana, marking the successful completion of its first ever grant cycle. The foundation's inaugural awards total $172,022.81 and supports programs in Crawford, Davies, DuBois, Martin, Orange, Perry, Pike, and Spencer counties. Each funded project is aimed at improving community health and wellness with a focus on issues such as mental health, food insecurity, maternal support, violence prevention, and emergency response. Among the largest awards was $50,000 granted to the Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition to expand medical and mental health services for abuse victims. The Wellness Council of Indiana received $25,000 to help communities strengthen mental and economic well-being, while Crisis Connection was awarded more than $23,000 to maintain critical support services for survivors of domestic and sexual abuse. Other grant recipients include Team Peace, Matrix Lifeline of DuBois County, Team OC, Martin County Ambulance Services, Anderson Woods, Candleson Food Pantry, Tell City Police Department, and Spencer County CASA. The selected organizations were chosen through a competitive application process that prioritized sustainability, community alignment, and measurable impact. The foundation says interest in the program was high, confirming a strong demand for locally focused health initiatives. Grant Cycle 3 for Being For Others finals application round for 2025 was opened back on June 11th and will remain active through October 7th of this year. Organizations interested in applying can visit our website for more details, and that is WJTS.tv. Back this past Saturday on June 21st, the Jasper RC Flyers shared their love of RC aviation during their 2025 open house. The event brought together aviation enthusiasts from Jasper and the surrounding area to their flying field located at 1103 South 350 West in Jasper for a morning filled with excitement, learning, and hands-on fun. Throughout the event, 3 of their experienced pilots assisted first-time flyers eager to try their hand at radio-controlled flight, allowing newcomers the thrill of piloting an RC aircraft under the guidance of skilled members. As part of the day's activities, free Chuck gliders were also handed out to attendees, giving everyone of all ages a simple way to enjoy flight. Indiana 211, a trusted community resource managed by the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration, is providing a centralized service to help residents find the nearest cooling centers. Individuals can call 211 or the toll-free number of 866-211-9966 to speak with trained community navigators who can provide up-to-date information on cooling center locations, hours of operation, and any eligibility requirements. Cooling centers are typically located in community centers, libraries, government buildings, and other public facilities that offer air conditioning and a safe environment. These centers help protect vulnerable populations, including seniors, young children, individuals with medical conditions, and those without reliable transportation from the dangers of excessive heat. In addition to phone assistance, residents can also access an online list of cooling centers at the Indiana 211 website, Indiana 211 Cooling Centers. This page is regularly updated with new sites and extended hours as conditions change. The state encourages local organizations and communities to partner with Indiana 211 to ensure cooling centers are registered and accessible. Anyone managing a cooling center can report or add their location by contacting the Indiana 211 resource team via email at in211database@fssa.in.gov. Residents are also reminded to stay hydrated, avoid strenuous outdoor activities during peak heat hours, check on neighbors or family members who may be vulnerable, and seek out cooling centers if they experience symptoms of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. The Astra Theater will host Sam Morrow on Saturday, June 12th, marking his return to DuBois County since he headlined the Ferdinand Folk Festival back in 2024. With a sound that exists somewhere outside the genre and geography, Morrow has created his own version of modern-day American roots music, a mix of roadhouse rock and roll, bluesy R&B, and country-fried funky tonk, driven forward by groove, grease, and guitars. The appeal of his music isn't just the swaggering, swampy music itself, but also the sharp storytelling and unfiltered insights of a songwriter who wasn't afraid to shine a light on the skeletons in his closet, balancing honesty with self-deprecating humor. Doors for the performance will open at 7 p.m. with the music scheduled to start at 8 p.m. that day and with If you'd like more information on purchasing tickets and seating accommodations, you can find all that information on our website over on WJTS.tv. And that is your Tuesday news right here on 18 WJTS. Next up is your weekly trip to the Du Bois County Humane Society.